Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren if you're new, and today I'm going to be talking about how I survived Accutane. So this video is going to be really hard for me to post. I have been postponing filming this video because I'm going to be inserting before and after pictures, and the before pictures still shock me that that's what my skin looked like before, and like I don't have skin like that anymore. Thank you to Accutane. So today I'm gonna be telling you all about my tips and tricks on how I survived Accutane. So if you're going through this process or thinking about starting Accutane, thank you for tuning in, because I hope I can answer any of your questions and give you a lot of great tips that are inexpensive tips as well, to helping you on this journey. The first thing I'm going to recommend is buying a ginormous water bottle so you could drink more water. This one is 40 ounces, and I just find the bigger the water bottle, the more water I tend to drink, because the less times I have to fill it up throughout the day. So the reason that I recommend this is because everything is drying up, like your skin, your hair, your joints. So one thing is that drinking a lot of water can kind of combat all that dryness so that your body is more hydrated, which is better in the end. I did mention joint pain. So I started taking fish oil a few weeks before I actually started Accutane. And then, so I was taking it twice a day, one pill twice a day. And then I started taking 2 pills twice a day. And I was taking, so it was like, so I was basically taking like 2,000 milligrams of fish oil per day. And I still am taking fish oil because I still have joint pain that hasn't gone away yet. So that's one of the negative side effects that I still have to this day. So if I sit for long periods of time, or if I work out consistently for a few days in a row, my joints tend to hurt in my hips and in my knees. That is where I experience the most joint pain. I find stretching actually helps more with my joint pain. I try to stretch before and after each workout. Make sure you are consistently moving around, even if it's just walking. Try and work out. Don't let all of your joint pain keep you at home, or just like try and find ways to like stay active and really move your joints around, and make sure you are staying hydrated. So a lot of the products that I used were very inexpensive because I find the very inexpensive products worked the best for me. So on that note, buy the biggest tub of Aquifer you can find. It will not go to waste. I still use it to this day. I don't even know if you could tell, I barely made a dent in this thing. Barely made a dent. And I used it every day. I would smother my face in it. I would, everywhere it gets dry, so I'd put it on up my nose with a Q-tip before I went to bed. That's the gross part. I did mention in my 1-month Accutane update video that I did get nosebleeds. So I didn't always get nosebleeds after that. I think I just had that one really bad nosebleed, and I don't know what it was, but I find keeping Aquifer up your nose every night really helps with the dryness. No matter what, when I blew my nose or anything like that, it would always tend to bleed a little bit. It's just something that I couldn't, you just dry up, and I guess everyone's different on this journey of Accutane and everybody's body reacts differently, but my nose just stopped like having blood like come out of it if I like blew it. So by Aquifer, I put on my lips, I put it literally everywhere. So buy this. But this is like $20, and it will literally last you forever, like forever. So moving on to lip products. I bought the Laneige sleeping mask and the Bite Beauty agave lip mask. I just like, the one thing that I kept reaching for was literally my Carmex lip balm. This is the best lip balm I have ever used. It's so cheap. You can find it at any drugstore. There is no need to go expensive when it comes to Accutane. I just find that like the cheap stuff just works 10 times better. And I found myself reaching for this instead of this or this. So I just found that this was the best lip balm ever. And I still use it. I have like one in every purse, and I have 2 in my bedside table, 1 in my bathroom. I had like 3 in my car at one point. Like every time I go to Publix, I just like grab another one. I don't know, I can't live without it. Like this is the one thing that I can't live without, including the Aquifer. Another thing that I used to combat a lot of my dryness with my skin and my hair was a humidifier. It's not the cutest looking thing, but it really does make a difference. It keeps your room moist, and I don't think I could have lived without this. I definitely felt a difference in like my eyes and my skin and my nose when I wasn't sleeping with this on. So like every time I would go to my boyfriend's house, I wouldn't pack this, but I would definitely notice a difference in like how dry I felt if I didn't sleep with this on, if that makes sense. On that note, moving on to eyes, I had the worst dry eyes. I don't know what it was. I would literally go to work with bloodshot eyes 90% of the time, and it would always be like one eye or the other, and it like switched off, and sometimes I would go weeks without having like dry eyes. But one thing that really helped me is these 2 eye drops. Like these were my saving grace. Like, so I had like the Blink Gel Tears, and then I had the Sustain Complete Optimal Dry Eye Relief. And when I say my eyes were dry, like I would wake up and like sometimes like I couldn't even open them without like rubbing my eyes together, like going like this over my lid to like get them open. It was so painful. I would sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and have to put like eye drops in it. If I went out at night, my eyes would get really dry. Like once it hit 8 o'clock at night, like my eyes were so dry. If I went out to a movie, like I had to pack my eye drops. So that was definitely a rough part of Accutane for me, but these definitely saved me and made my eyes less dry. So it helped a lot. So for skincare, I kept it really basic because I didn't know how my skin would react to anything but the basics. And it's recommended not to use any harsh products on your skin while your skin is undergoing this huge change. And my skin, I don't think will ever go back to how it was before. Thank you though, because I could barely last a few hours with having to blot my face. Like it was very oily. So I just kept it with the basics and used CeraVe. I used the hydrating facial cleanser and then the daily moisturizing lotion, and I still use them. They're super gentle, and I find that you really don't need to go and buy expensive products that maybe are gentle. Like just keep it with the drugstore basics and you're good to go. Like your skin is just going through so much. Why do you need to spend tons of money on expensive products when the basics work just as good? So it's another thing. I find that going cheap with this route was the best decision I made. Like you could go and spend thousands of dollars on products. I just find that when you go basic with it, it's kind of just the best way to go. So keeping on with skincare, I used for like moisturizing, you never want to skip out on moisturizing your body after you get out of the shower, never ever. So I just used the Lubriderm Advanced Therapy. So it intensely hydrates extra dry skin. Again, a cheap find. Like if I didn't use this, I would just put Aquifer like on really dry areas of my skin. So really like this. Cheap, cheap. So now I guess I could talk about hair care. So with hair care, I just kept basic shampoo and conditioner that was like hydrating for my hair. The leave-in conditioner is where I kind of was already using a little bit more of the pricier side of a product. I use the In Common Universal Elixir, so it protects, strengthens, and hydrates, and I really like it, and I find it lasts forever. I don't wash my hair every single day, but I wash it like 2 to 3 times a week, and this is my first bottle, and I bought it months ago. And I would switch off with the It's a 10, so you can never really go wrong with the It's a 10. It's one of the best leave-in conditioners that I've ever used. So I really recommend this one as well. And then for those days where my hair really needed a little bit of TLC, because I had a lot of breakage here, as you can see, like look at that breakage. Like it just broke all underneath my hair, and they're so much shorter like than the rest. My hair is pretty long, but it literally just would break off. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? I did try to not use a lot of heat on my hair. I wore my hair natural. I just slept in braids and let it do its thing, so. But one other thing that I recommend, and this will always be one of probably my holy grail products, is the Olaplex Hair Perfector, the number 3. It repairs and strengthens all hair types. I would leave this in for hours and just rinse it out, and my hair would just be so much more hydrated. And I don't know what I would have done without this product, to be honest. Okay, so this is my last like inexpensive, I have 2 expensive skincare options that I really recommend because I really like them. But first, I have like an inexpensive oil, and I would also use this in my hair as well. It's just an almond oil. It's like softening, it's unscented. It's like a skincare oil. I think I got it from Walgreens for like $6 or $7, and it's huge. It lasts forever. I've barely made a dent in it, but I would put this all over my face. I'd put it on dry areas. I would use it for my hair, but when my skin was just like dry and I just wanted like an oil to like smother, this is what I would use too. I would also use this and Aquifer under my makeup. So when my skin was really dry and flaky, I'd sometimes use this, or I'd sometimes use something that was so much thicker, and I didn't care what my skin looked like. I just wanted to look like normal. And to be honest, my skin was so dry that if I used Aquifer as a primer, you couldn't even tell. So moving on to expensive products that I used during Accutane. So these 2 are probably like one of my holy grail beauty products. So it's the Phoenix, Herbivore Phoenix Facial Oil. This calms all type of redness in your skin. So if you put it on before you go to bed, you wake up and your skin is like even. Like there's no redness, like no irritation. Like it literally just gets rid of all that redness. Oh, there's oil coming off everywhere. Okay. The next one was this Pharmacy Honey Savior All-in-One Skin Repair Salve, and this was super calming. I think it was the honey in it. It's also really thick. Like, I think it's thicker than Aquifer. It's just like, it is so calming. So if you have like any area on your skin that's like super dry, like super irritated, like this is the way to go. Like it's just so thick and calming. Like I would put it everywhere. Okay. So one thing I do want to talk about is my story towards the end is that I actually stopped it 9 days early. So I only did a little bit over, so I only did like 5.5 months, almost 6 months. The reason that I stopped it was because I actually started to get really bad insomnia towards the end. And I don't know if it was related to Accutane or not, but now that I'm 2 months done with Accutane, I don't have any trouble sleeping through the whole night. So I really think it was that. I would wake up and my heart would be racing. I'd wake up in the middle of the night consistently. Like I would never get a full night's rest. And I just realized that this isn't worth doing it for 9 more days if I'm not gonna sleep. Like sleep is so important to me. So that's why I stopped really early. I made the decision because I literally just couldn't do it anymore. Like I needed to sleep. Like I was just exhausted all the time. So make sure you really talk to your doctor because they can recommend the best option for you. I didn't start getting insomnia until like a little bit into my, I guess like halfway through like my 5th month. And like it wasn't as bad, but I just like, I don't know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. And they said that me stopping, because I was supposed to do 7 months, me stopping right then wouldn't really affect my success with this, with Accutane. So I decided to stop. my skin is in the best condition it's ever been in. I can look in the mirror and my skin is clear, and I'm happier because of it. If you take a look at my before video, you would have almost never guessed that I had skin like that. I do admit it's not as bad as a lot of people's skin, but you would have never guessed that I was hiding like acne like that, and I knew how to hide it. Boy, did I know how to hide it. I hated going out in public with my skin like that. Accutane has definitely boosted my confidence. Like, I can film videos now with no makeup on, and it's crazy how much your confidence boosts from just like your skin being clear. I wouldn't trade this past 6 months for anything. Having this change in my life has just changed everything about it. It makes me happier. It makes me just like feel better, and I think that's so important in everyone's life, is to feel your best every single day, do what you love, just having that confidence that everyone needs to have confidence in themselves, and having something as simple as acne covering your face shouldn't be a reason that you shouldn't be confident in yourself. Invest in yourself in every single way. Do what's best for you. I think that Accutane changed my life, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat if my acne came back. Or like, who would have thought that 7 months ago I'd have this much confidence in myself to be able to film a video without makeup on, and to be able to go out in public and not worry about, oh, my skin looks so bad, or oh this, oh that. Like, no one understands the type of low confidence you have when you have acne. All I want to say is the shocking like before and after clips that I'm about to show you is one of the reasons why I am so grateful and so blessed to have had the means to be able to go on Accutane. I don't know, I could never talk so highly about something. Even though I had all these bad side effects, I could never ever talk so highly about something that literally gave me confidence and gave me my skin, my clear skin. It's just such an amazing feeling. So if this helps you on your decision on whether or not you should go on Accutane or not, I say just give it a try. Like, what do you have to lose? Everyone's different. I know people that just had dry hands as a symptom. Like, you could not have the symptoms that I have, but I hope the products that I showed you and all the symptoms that I related the products to help you in your journey. You can leave a comment down below, questions, concerns, anything. I'll be super happy to answer anything, and I really hope this video helped anyone and everyone. And without further ado, let me show you my before and after footage. Okay, and that's that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video is so long, but I really hoped it helped anyone and everyone, and I'm really glad that I got to share my experience with Accutane. And yeah, so I'm just really grateful. So but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.